Hi everyone, this is Mike Staver. This is Mondays with Mike, a weekly show where I answer questions from folks like yourselves. Here we go. This week's question is, Dear Mike, there are things going on in my department that are clearly wrong and destructive. However, everyone in my department tends to pretend that all is well and that when something happens, it's better just to leave it alone and pretend it didn't happen. I want to know what your thoughts are about when it's best to let it be and when it's best to confront it. This is a good question. When is it best to let it be and when is it best to confront it? It's best to confront it when the consequences of not confronting it are too great to tolerate. There are times when people say things or do things where you just have to let the water roll off your back. However, sometimes there are consequences or there are destructive elements that occur by allowing a behavior to continue. And to allow it to continue, the consequences of that are much greater than the consequences of confrontation. That's a good article I should write, The Consequences of Confrontation. So I want you to think through, if I bring this up, not is it going to make people mad, not is it going to upset people, but is it going to trigger a set of consequences that are much more destructive than just letting it go? Because sometimes letting it go is the best thing. It'll just peter out and die its own natural death. So when the consequences are greater by not confronting it, confront it. When the consequences are lesser by letting it go, let it go. But you still have to deal with the emotional content of that. And that's when you have to kind of think through, okay, can I allow this to happen? But you've always got to ask yourself the question, what is my motivation for letting it go or for confronting it? That's the most important thing. I'm Mike Staver. Till next week, this is Mondays with Mike. Take care.